Will you marry me?
Welcome back to GMA. Yes, that's the moment Bachelor Nation was waiting for. Ben proposing to Lauren. You heard there, she said yes. And we have the happy couple here this morning with us. We're going to chat with them in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back at their journey to true love. From 28 women down to the one.
You're my person.
You're my person.
You're my person.
On the season finale of The Bachelor, Ben offering up a rose and the promise of a lifetime.
Will you marry me?
But this new beginning only possible after one meaningful phone call.
And I would like to ask you for your daughter's hand in marriage.
And a heartbreaking goodbye.
I found it with you, but I found it with somebody else more.
Seemingly torn during the final two dates.
You made me a better person. You became my best friend.
Our Bachelor turning to his parents for clarity.
I love both of them.
Everything about both of them was so wonderful. Ben's mom said, you know, they're both lovely, they both have wonderful qualities. Ultimately, he had to go with his gut.
Then making his final decision.
Savaging my whole life. My whole life.
On After the Final Rose, Ben's almost fiancée JoJo facing him for the first time, revealing that she is bouncing back in a big way.
Our new bachelorette, JoJo.
And Ben surprising bride-to-be Lauren proposing for a second time.
Will you marry me once again?
And now here they are, Ben Higgins and Lauren Bushnell. Come on out. You guys aren't tired or anything, are you?
No.
Because when you were live in LA, I was in my bed, like turning out the lights, and here you are now. So what a whirlwind. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
You said yes twice.
I did. Yeah.
All right, so what are you most looking forward to now, other than going to sleep for a few hours?
Right, yeah. Other than a little nap later, you know, I'm looking forward to just starting a normal life. You know, we've been engaged, but secretly for the last few weeks, and so I'm excited to go on a date.
You got any big plans in New York tonight, Ben?
Well, we're going to actually stick around for a couple days. I do have a surprise planned for. I don't want to ruin it, but we will have a nice dinner date.
Haven't there been enough surprises, Ben?
That's what I said.
I can't get out of the rhythm. Yeah, I can't get out of it.
This has been a rocky road, to say the least, to get to this moment. What was the toughest part?
You know, I think just having to relive things that happened, you know, even though they happened in the past, having to relive that and then also have a million different opinions about it. But, I mean, he laid everything out for me the day after we got engaged.
It's one thing to hear it from him. It's another thing to actually see it, though. What was watching last night's episode like? Because it was gut-wrenching in my house, and we weren't even, you know, we didn't have skin in the game. You know, I can't imagine what that was like for the two of you.
Well, the better question is, has she seen last night's episode?
Oh, did you have a blindfold on?
No, I've seen bits and pieces. So I've kind of taken the approach for the last few episodes. I've watched mostly just our parts. So, because obviously that's so nice to relive, but I just don't know if it's necessary to relive, you know, the other parts.
That'd be pretty difficult. Anyone can imagine that to be the case. And I know that the big headline this year was that, you know, Ben had fallen in love with two women. How do you get past that, Lauren?
You know what? I kind of, during that portion, and I think I said it in one of the episodes, that I thought that could be a possibility. So I wasn't shocked initially. And I think that day that he did get down on one knee and then told me and was just totally honest, I think from that day we really just made a commitment to move forward.
Yeah, and your parents didn't really help you out any, like when you were like, help me decide. What did they make of last night? Did they find out with everybody last night, or did you tell them ahead of time? I wanted to know, like, did your family really know what happened?
Like at the end?
Right.
Yeah, they did. We let them know. And you know, it's kind of like anything else during the show. It doesn't always relate with real life in a sense. And so to fall in love with two people and then try to get advice on that, You know, it doesn't happen. There's no training
How do you
for
advise
advice.
someone
Yeah.
on that? I don't know.
So I know that you all decided not to get married last night. Everybody was so disappointed. Why couldn't you have a wedding too?
We've done this fairly odd the way it is. Like, let's try to make things as normal as possible from here on out.
All right. We asked our viewers to send us questions for you guys. We really like this one. This is from Bailey on Twitter. She asks, what's the most surprising thing you learned about each other after the show?
Ooh. I don't know if it's surprising, but I've talked about it a little bit. Ben is very much a morning person, and I'm not so much. So that was just, you know, one of those little adjustments that you make when you get engaged, and
Yeah, that's livable.
yeah,
I think
livable,
that'll be all right.
totally
Yeah.
livable.
Lauren makes amazing breakfast sandwiches.
Oh.
Like, and you don't get that on the show. And so, like, it's really nice to wake up and a breakfast sandwich is sitting in front of me
And
sometimes.
he's an amazing
That's a hint
cook.
that you're going to be having to make some breakfast
I know,
sandwiches, just so
yeah.
you know. When guys tell you you're really good at something, like folding clothes, don't always
Like, do
believe
that.
that. Just a little marital advice for you, too. But congratulations,
Thank
good
you.
luck.
Thank
you
you
so
so
much.
much.
And now you can finally have a normal date.
I
We're
know.
excited.
Right?
No cameras, right?
No.
Yeah.
Hopefully not.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now back over to George and Robin.
Congratulations to them both.
Congratulations
Yes.
to both of you. That's great.